Every now and then a wig comes along that I cannot believe I like. That's not really my typical style, but that I fall in love with. Main Attraction just launched 5 brand new basic cap styles that are a little more affordable, and this one surprised me. This is Uptown in the color Sesame. We're going to learn all about this style and this color. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook, and I'm actually partnering with Main Attraction to bring you this review so that you can learn all about this and all the wigs in this collection. I've reviewed them all. This is the last one, and like I said, I was really surprised how much I actually like it. There's just something about these short, super curly styles, maybe because this is so far from what my hair ever looked like. And now that I'm having fun on the wig journey, I kind of like changing it up and doing some different things. Main Attraction is a great brand because they tend to be a little bit more affordable than the other major name brands. And I've had some of my all-time favorite wigs out of the Main Attraction brand, so I'm really excited to be bringing you this series. Let's take a look at this one from all sides. So fun. There is just a lot of curl on this one. Tight curls, short, lots and lots of layers. We've got a full bang. This is made with regular synthetic fibers, and it is made with a basic cap. So there's no lace front, no mono features, and you don't really need a lace front with a wig like this. I do not miss it at all. And the way this is constructed, I don't think these bangs are going to blow a whole lot. One of the concerns I've heard occasionally from wig sisters is that they're worried that the wind's gonna blow the bangs up and then you're gonna see that hard front. I really don't see that easily happening with this one because of how it's constructed. And if you're new to the wig wearing journey, you might not know what I mean when I say basic cap. You might also hear it referred to as a machine-made cap. There's no lace front, no like natural parting space on the top, which actually isn't really needed with a curly piece like this. We have got ear tabs with bendable stays. We've got an extended nape, and then there's Velcro adjusters so you can cinch that in just a little bit, and then the rest is open wefted. This is actually fitting me not too bad, but I am going to cinch it in a little bit. I have a 21 1/4 circumference, and I am considered more average petite. And so I didn't get that Velcro on there. Hold on for a second. I'm having some technical difficulties. I find a lot of these wigs fit me a little large. So I usually end up cinching most of the brands in. This is really fitting me pretty well. I didn't have to cinch it all the way in. And I am getting a little bit of extra cap up here, which just means that this wig is meant to fit someone with just a little bit bigger head measurements over the top, ear to ear and front to nape, than mine. All of my measurements are in the description box below, so you can compare them to yours. And then as I describe fit, you can try to get a sense of how it might fit you. So I would say this is running actually probably a little bit average petite, not fully average petite, but it is fitting me pretty well, just slightly large. And I have generally said that Main Attraction is a pretty true to average brand. I've had some wigs from Main Attraction that were huge on me, and I've had some wigs that fit me well. Even in this new launch, these wigs don't all fit exactly the same. So you're going to just have to go by each individual review to determine how that particular cap is fitting. I would say if you're average large, even though this one does have a little bit of stretch, this one isn't running too big. So I'd be real hesitant if you're typically running average large and a lot of the brands fit you small, because this one seems to be running just a little bit smaller than other Main Attraction wigs. As for density and volume and Permatease, this does have a little bit of Permatease. There's some traditional Permatease right at the crown, like the poofy, pillowy kind that allows you to get a little bit of volume. But other than that, there's no traditional Permatease on the sides, around the back, in the front. The only place where there's that traditional Permatease is right there. Which, honestly, I think makes this wig really accessible to people because it's not so incredibly full. You can tuck it behind your ears, and I always like to show a headband with certain styles because I know how hard the journey is and it can be really hard to know if a wig is going to work for you or not. So I always say, learn how to do some things to your wigs, learn how to modify them a little bit. I have so many videos showing you how to cut bangs and thin and, you know, trim in layers and get lift and style. And with a wig like this, a cloth headband like this is going to make a huge difference, because what this is going to do is it's going to tamp down some of that volume, and then if you sort of smooth it out, I mean, you guys, look at that. Suddenly, a wig that may have been too voluminous for you will work. So do keep in mind that sometimes you have to play with your wigs and you have to do some things, especially in the beginning. When I first started wearing wigs, I was really overwhelmed by wigs all the time. But as I got more comfortable with wigs, as I got used to wearing them, I was able to expand and broaden what worked for me, and wearing headbands with them and using clips and different styling techniques went such a long way in helping give me the time I needed to get used to seeing myself with more hair than I pretty much ever had in my whole entire life. So then as you get more accustomed, you can start playing with your wigs, and maybe you can ditch the headband and floof it up and be so much more comfortable than you ever thought you would. It has happened for many of us. Now, this wig isn't going to be for everyone. It definitely has some volume, but when you look around out in the wild, you see every type of hairstyle imaginable. And so I'm really grateful that these wig companies come out with lots of different options, because I know some of you, your hair was like this. You had lots of curl, you like to wear it a little bit shorter, and so, you know, when you see the straight styles and you see the super flat to the head styles, they don't speak to you. So I'm really glad that we have choices. So even if this one isn't for you, it's probably for someone. And so let's just be grateful that we all have the opportunity to see something that will work for us. All right, let's talk about color. Sesame. This is what a lot of people refer to as a blonde. It's a blondish brown or a brownish blonde. I think it leans a little bit lighter. You know, it's really a light brown to me with some, it does have a root. So it is rooted, which, you know, as a natural brunette, I really appreciate. Rooted colors allow me to really wear a wider variety of colors than non-rooted, because I'm just not used to seeing myself. My eyebrows are darker, and so I do love that it has root, but it's so subtle, so incredibly subtle. And it's really just a shadow, actually. So it's not significant, and it's very well blended. So kind of light brown. I'm not even really seeing a whole lot of blonde in here because it's so well blended. So it's a kind of a rich light brown. It's not strawberry. I'm not really seeing auburn. I would say it's kind of neutral leaning warm, but it's not like super warm by any stretch. You'll see that outside. It's going to look a little bit warmer in here because indoor lighting almost always warms up colors. But then when you get outside, you really see that it's not terribly warm, and the contrast tends to be muted if there is any. So you'll see this looks more neutral outside. I'm positive of it. Let's get outside. If you like your light browns, your bronze, this is a great color. Thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you soon.
All right, we have got overcast skies, the best for these videos. And no makeup on. It's so funny how when I don't have makeup on, I look like I have no eyelashes at all and barely any eyebrows. I have to cake the makeup on to look like I have makeup on video. Uh-oh, Max is gonna start barking. There he goes. Just a great color if you're looking for kind of a light brown. All right, there you go. Hey friends, thanks so much for watching. Here are a few videos I think you might enjoy. Go ahead and click on one and watch.